And welcome in, everybody, to a 10-year-old's Take. Brad Radisi here alongside my man,
Kevin Radisi.
Kevin Radisi, the 10-year-old, hence the name 10-year-old's Take. And we're back. We're recapping the big Georgia-Tennessee game that we previewed last week. And Kevin, before I get to it, you missed a little bit of the game because you were at a little bit of a birthday party, weren't you? Whose was it?
It was my friend.
Oh, your friend.
Yeah, my friend.
You don't want to mention your friend's name?
No.
Okay. I thought you might want to give that individual a shout out on the pod.
It's Finley Anslet.
There you go. Old Finley, friend of the program. So we're certainly I know you had a good time you guys had a breakout room.
Yes, and we had pizza.
And pizza. So I always missed the young 10-year-old birthday parties. When I was 10, they were fun. You get to go through them now.
Yep.
What's the most fun thing about the birthday parties?
Food.
The food. That's
food.
Right. All right, Kevin. Well, hey, let's talk about Georgia, Tennessee. It's a home loss for the Vols, which is, as we know, pretty rare, Kevin.
Yeah, Tennessee only falls to 21-2 at home since 2016. And both of those losses are coming against Georgia.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing that they just can't get over Tennessee. They just can't seem to beat Georgia. My gosh, this is the 8th or 9th win straight for Georgia over Tennessee. Coach Heupel just not getting there just yet with the Tennessee Vols, despite the fact they were in front of a hostile, packed crowd, a checkered crowd there at Neyland Stadium. And Kevin, we also talked about a key to this game being the rushing offense for Tennessee. They were 30-2 the last few seasons when they hit that 200-yard rushing mark. The past few years against Georgia, they kept getting that number higher and higher, and I thought this was the year they'd eclipse it, but they didn't get it, and guess what? They didn't win the game.
Georgia's defense only gave up 125 yards on the day, so I get the game right, and you get it wrong, you smooth brain.
The old 10-year-old smooth brain comment. Yes, you picked Georgia. I did have Tennessee, and Kevin, the thing that we talked about, the 125 yards that they got, and by the way, if you hear cats fighting behind us, it's because Logan and Millie are having a drag out WrestleMania type event over here right in front of us, and we let them go. Maybe one of them will get injured. Okay, but we talked about the 125 yards, and a good chunk of that, not a good chunk, but a decent chunk, came on that final drive. We were watching the game, and hey, I know we're like PlayStation warriors when it comes to clock management in college football because we play the game so much, the college football game. But boy, Tennessee, Kevin, I mean, they had 3 timeouts left. They were running the ball successfully on that final drive, and yet Heupel refused to keep running the ball to get the ball closer for the field goal.
I think maybe he got they had a good amount of time, and they had timeouts.
Yeah.
I think just run it up, get a little closer, straighten out that kick, get in the middle.
Yeah.
And because if you do that, the kicker is going to have a way better chance because kicks are very awkward.
And I mean, no disrespect to the kicker. I'm sure he's a fine young man, but I don't know. Did you see him? He looked younger than you.
Honestly, he did.
If I'm Josh Heupel in the Georgia-Tennessee game, I'm not putting it in his hands. The guy was skinny as a rail, and no offense, he's a kicker, but I want my guy looking like Gary Sismacia.
Like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You don't remember Gary, he was a Florida State kicker who had a little bit of a pony keg in his belly. But anyway, yeah, Hulk Hogan, God rest his soul. But so yeah, and so Tennessee, bad clock management there at the end, I felt. I think Heupel could have been a lot more aggressive. And frankly, he should have probably done some tempo there with under a minute to go to maybe pop a run for 15 yards. I felt Georgia was catching tackles there at the end. But anyhow, Tennessee, they fall short yet again. And it's another big thing for Georgia, Kevin. We talked about this in the preview. Georgia last year, 4 times they trailed or were tied heading into the fourth quarter, and they won those games, all of those games. And in this case, they did it again. Kirby Smart getting just enough out of his Bulldogs to get the win.
Georgia is off this week. They host Alabama September 27th in Athens.
That's right. And you know what September 27th is? Long silence there. That's DC's birthday.
Oh, Oh.
And whose birthday is it the very next day? Mine.
Yours?
Guys, I'm glad you keep up on the family calendar, Kev.
I knew it was yours.
Yep, so I'll be celebrating my 24th birthday. DC will be 51. Oh, he just drops in the quarter, Todd. Ready to go. Okay, that's what happens when you're recording with a 10-year-old. All right, Kev. Bama, we always keep up with the Tide. We live in the backyard for them. They're off this week as well as they get ready to play Georgia, a big showdown there in Athens.
It's time now for the game of the week.
All right, Kev, game of the week time. It's Auburn on the road at Oklahoma. And the home in Oklahoma, Kev, is where I want to start because this game, it's big that it's there in Norman because as Michigan found out in one of our previous games of the week, playing there at Oklahoma is tough, isn't it?
Yeah, they're 147-15 since 1999 at home.
Right, the famous Prince song, 1999, also my graduation date from Samford University. Don't laugh, it was in the 1900s. All right, Kev, so interesting fun fact here. This is the first time ever Auburn's going to play in the state of Oklahoma, so that's kind of interesting. And they're hoping their rush defense gets on the plane and comes with them because currently Auburn's killing it on that side of the ball. They're second best in the SEC, 10th best in the country.
Yeah, they'll make Oklahoma only pass team. The Sooners can't run it. They are ranked 78th in country.
Yeah, we talked about that, and we do know that Oklahoma is a pass-happy team, so you might not be too worried about having not a great rushing offense, but as we also mentioned, as you get into SEC play, you need to run the ball, particularly those short 3rd and 3s, 4th and 1s, and also getting into a good manageable down and distance on first down. So we'll be
3 yards will give you a first down any day.
Yeah, well, if you run it 4 times at 3 yards, that's 12 yards, and you just need 10. Good math. So, on the flip side, I'll be curious to see Auburn's success running the ball. They're doing really well. They're hitting about 240 yards in the game per game. It's top 15 in the country, but the Sooners, my gosh, we mentioned their defense. Last year's being their best since 09 is seemingly carried over this year. The Sooners, Kevin, they're surrendering less than 100 yards a game on the ground, so we need to keep that certainly in mind as we look for that one.
The key for me is the Sooners' defense. They only give up 6 points per game.
Yeah, 6 points per game. That's not too bad. I know they were on the road at Temple. Who scheduled that game? I have no idea, but hey, they went, they got the win. Auburn, this whole year, they've put up 30 points in each of their first 3, so we'll see where that final number ends up. It's going to come down to, of course it does, the Auburn offense versus that Oklahoma defense in my mind. And you mentioned it, Kev. Auburn will probably stop the run for Oklahoma, so the Sooners are going to pass it. And this might be Auburn's Achilles heel. They gave up 400-plus yards to Baylor in the past game. These systems that Baylor runs and Oklahoma runs, they're kind of distant cousins. So Oklahoma, they're going to be pass happy. They're going to get swarming there with the pass game, let Mateer become the gunslinger that he is, and we've seen him. I see plenty of points being scored by the Sooners. I'm calling it. I like them at home to defeat Auburn. The defense is too good. Kevin, who do you have, Oklahoma or Auburn?
I have, drumroll please.
Drumroll please.
Oklahoma winning by 10.
Ooh, good call. Oklahoma by 10.
First of all, Auburn fans think they're the best team. I was like, we're going to cook y'all.
Right.
And second of all, I just think Oklahoma's going to win.
Yeah, who dishes it out more at school? Is it Auburn fans or Oklahoma fans?
Honestly, I've never seen an Oklahoma fan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant who dishes it out more, an Auburn or Alabama fan?
Oh, Auburn.
Auburn. Really?
Yeah.
Golly, they act like they have a seat at the table, don't they?
Mm-hmm. They act like they're in the top 3 team. They're like, we would absolutely cook every team.
Yeah.
We would win by 100.
I hear you. We have some good friends that have gone to Auburn. We know some good friends that are currently at Auburn. But Auburn, you're not him. You're not him.
You're not that guy, Phil.
You're not that guy. A couple quick hitters, Kevin, as we wrap up. Florida is heading to Miami to play the Hurricanes. Is Florida dead on arrival, or do you think they'll have a game for the Canes?
You mean Florida State?
No, I'm talking about the Gators.
Oh, the Gators. They're cooked.
They're cooked. All right, that is from Kevin's mouth. The Gators are cooked. Which, by the way, at our Florida State tailgate at the end of the year, we do cook gator, right?
It's my favorite tailgate.
Favorite tailgate of the year. You mentioned Florida State. They host Kent State. We'll win that game by 60 at least. So yeah, we're gonna have an interesting weekend of college football. Our game of the week, to recap: Auburn heading to Oklahoma. We both take the Sooners. Kevin, I'm gonna let you have the honor and close us out, my friend.
And this is 10-Year-Old's Take. Wait. This is Brad and Kevin signing off of 10-Year-Old's Take. Please leave comments down below.